What's up, Padawans? What's up, Padawans? Afro Joe the Wiki at 10 like a T. I'm mood of who can use. Now, we're going to talk about Bill Cosby again. I know some of y'all's like, okay, not again. Now, a couple days ago, Bill Cosby's daughters, Erinn and Ensa Cosby, which you will see in a bit, and there they are, Erinn and Ensa Cosby, two of his Cosby's daughters, have actually spoken out about this. Not just his two daughters, but YouTuber Tariq Tariq Nasheed actually spoke about this himself, and I kind of agree with these three people. I've actually said something about it. I was like, it's awfully funny that black men have been accused of rape, and I've actually proven over the several Bill Cosby videos I've done talking about this. It's like, well, the Central Park Five, where actually four blacks and a Hispanic has been accused of rape and assault and battery, which 18 years later they find out that that was innocent. And there's been cases where black men has been accused of rape, and DNA has proven not guilty. And some of these rapes have taken place as the same times as these other women said that they've been raped. And I agree with Tariq Nasheed and Erinn and Issa Cosby. I think it is a racist ordeal. The reason why The reason why is because of this, because y'all can say, "Oh, well, it's not racist, not racist." I said it is racist. There's been more cases of women accusing black men of rape than whites, and it goes on across this country, this fucking country, that black men have been accused of rape. There's been cases where cases been overturned. There's been men been sitting in prison for at least a few months to actually 60 years or 48 years because of false accusations with no evidence to prove that these women have been raped. And I've sat here for the longest where and trying to tell people that hey, this does happen every day. Black men being accused of rape, no DNA, no evidence proving that they are guilty. And I actually said this so many times where it makes no sense, and everybody kept saying guilty, guilty, guilty. I said, hold up. You got to remember, there was no evidence taken, no police report or nothing. There was one woman that set her a police report, but she had to sign a contract. Now, it's awfully funny that this one woman that came forward and said something that was back in the day and said she was raped by Bill Cosby, but she settled. She settled for a certain amount of money and had to sign a contract clearly stating that she cannot come out and say anything about what happened. That she got paid off or Bill Cosby raped her. She couldn't talk about it. And if she did, she will be sued. And you see what happened. She did come out. Even though that piece of paper says don't. He said, well, that paper don't mean nothing. Yes, it does more than ever. She signed it. Clearly say she's not supposed to speak about the rape, the payout, nothing. She's supposed to sit silently. And the question is, it's like, so many people have actually came forward for Bill Cosby's defense. Half of them has been people that he worked with, like for Felicia Rashad, Lisa Bonet, uh, Debbie Allen, Keisha Knight Plum, a couple of other cast members of the Cosby Show and the Cosby Show, and certain other ordeal people that really did work with Cosby. They actually sat there and Say, well, he even Sinbad, he did 3 interviews. Sinbad did 3 interviews. Two of those interviews was the Breakfast Club. One of those interviews was Sway in the Morning. Go, I would actually probably put those 3 interviews in the description. And he clearly says some of these stories don't sound right. He actually said this on several different occasions. Says these stories don't sound right. And I've sat here and I said that. And I was like, some of these stories do not sound right. And he pretty much, somebody pretty much says as well. It's like the football game. One guy gets on the huddle, gets the ball, and a guy gets on the huddle, and then it's a dog pile. It's just something right. It's just like that. Everybody wants to jump on the bandwagon because Remy, every female jumped on the bandwagon, and it's awfully funny because there's been cases where things like this happen. I ain't never seen a lot of females jump on one case. I said it's awfully funny that when Trump was getting cases like this, I said it was awfully funny. I said it was the biggest thing, and I couldn't understand it. It's like this, y'all. It's like I talked about this so many times, and I agree with Tariq, Nasheed, and Erinn and S.C. Cosby. It does look like a racial issue. I said because if y'all remember the Vanderbilt case, there was a black man, a black football player who played for Vanderbilt. He's got 35 years in prison. 35 years in prison, and and he was like, to me, I was like, oh my God, 35 years in prison. I said, well, if you're gonna rape somebody, you deserve to be punished. But if you didn't, it shouldn't be. To me, if you didn't, it shouldn't be where it shouldn't be where it just. I don't understand. That's his name. Beatty is his name. Corey Beatty. Corey Beatty's got 15 to 35 years in prison. If you now, Corey Beatty was sentenced to 15 to 35 years in prison because of rape of the Vanderbilt case. But there was another case where a dude raped a girl behind a dumpster and he got 6 months. Now Corey Bay is a young black man and he's got 15 to 35 years in prison for rape, and he's a black man. But a white Caucasian male rapes a girl behind a dumpster, rapes a woman behind a dumpster, and he gets 6 months. You see what I'm going with this? It's cases like this across the country. And I'm sitting up here baffled how people are so quick to judge. When this broke out, ain't nobody questioned a damn thing except for black entertainers. Even the ones that sat there and said he was guilty, they still question it. Like, why'd y'all wait so long? Why didn't y'all go to the police? Why didn't y'all speak up when y'all had the chance? Why did y'all wait till he was an old man just to say something? And that was the biggest question I ever questioned is why did they wait so long to say something? This man's life is ruined based on words, not evidence, not facts, nothing to back up the claims. And y'all quick to jump on and says he's guilty, he's guilty. It is the same as if it's a murder investigation. How can you sit there and say somebody's guilty? and not knowing what's going on. So his life is ruined because, not to be mean towards women, I don't hate women. It just, to me, it makes it hard to believe any woman's story where some lying just to punish a man. I'm actually shown a 2020 story where a woman did lie and say she admits to, I lied on a man, he didn't rape me, now I'm in prison serving 3 years because I lied on a man and he went to prison, he served 3 years. I've actually shown that. I've shown so many videos of men being accused of crimes that they didn't commit, and people still jump to conclusions that saying Bill Cosby is guilty. Y'all never question it. Y'all hear rape and go straight to guilty. I said it's awfully funny. Y'all didn't say nothing. What was your? I say when it's funny. If white kid, if it's like it looks like this. I was like, I know I hate going to when a white kid kills non-black people in a church. Y'all think he's guilty? He is guilty for killing non-black people in the church. White kid rapes a girl behind the dumpster, gets off 6 months. A 70-year-old man accused of rape. He looking at life in prison. You got to look at it. Why does this man catch more hell than anybody else? Y'all need to stop jumping the gun in conclusions about if he's guilty or not, because y'all are so fucking pathetic. You can sit there and say, I'm not pathetic, but y'all need to wake up. There was no evidence found. There was nothing. Y'all really didn't question any of these women's story. Y'all just jumped to that. Y'all putting. I've noticed that ever since these ladies came out, they got book deals, guest appearance, uh, movie roles, so on and so forth. It's awfully funny that each one of these women was getting paid behind this, and none of y'all ever questioned if they really was telling the truth or not. Y'all was basing everything on because they're women. They're women. I know it sounds sexist, but y'all need to realize it's not right. It's not right. This is why we can't have equal rights for men and women, because there's women that are fighting for equal rights, and the women that are fighting for equal rights, I give them props, I give them support, I give them love, and I back them up any damn day of the week. But there's women who are actually like, you know what? I'm allowing him to get him in trouble. Those are the ones that make it more hard to actually get a woman hooked up with equal rights. And it makes me feel bad because there's women. It's like how I look at black people. There's black people busting their ass trying to make a difference, trying to get people to stop looking at them as just another, get people to stop looking at them as niggers and start looking at them as black folk. But it can't, because there are some black people that are niggers, and it makes it hard for everybody else. It's like that. It's like you trying to do something right for your race, your gender, your sexuality, and your religions, but there's people in that category messing it up for you. So people will look at that religion, that gender, that sexuality as something else instead of the what instead of looking at it, it's just another hypocrite way. But like I said, I do agree about Tariq Nasheed, Erinn, and Ensa Cosby saying this is a racist thing, and that's how I see it. Like I said, I'm gonna put three. I'm gonna put all three interviews of Sinbad saying, talking about this, and I want you to tell me what you think down in the description. Do you think it's a race? Do you think Tariq Nasheed, Erinn, and Elsie Cosby are right? This is a racist thing or not? Tell me what you think. Peace, love, and Afro Grease. Man, love each other like a fat kilo cheeseburger.